My dear class, I welcome you. This is Basic Social Studies and teacher Ezekiel, Dominion Kids School. You can watch us using YouTube. You can download the video from YouTube, put it on your flash, and put it on the TV set or a DVD and watch and learn. Sit down and learn, write the notes, and we shall also provide you with a booklet that will help you to answer questions and read through the notes in addition to what we have taught here for every lesson. So my dear class, physics, you're welcome. We left when we were talking about the ethnic groups that I want us to complete, then we go to another topic. Remember, P7 is just on the doorway. We don't want you to just sit home for this month that they are extending. We have to learn. So here we are. Last time we talked about briefly what an ethnic group is. Remember, our theme is all about East Africa. And so here we are. I know from P5 we talked about this topic. So we made an almost review and add on what is in Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi, since this is East Africa plus South Sudan. But we never talked about an ethnic group in P5. What is an ethnic group? An ethnic group is a group of people with the same origin, not these words, same origin, and they speak related languages. They speak related languages. What do we mean by this? An ethnic group came from one origin, but it later split out into several tribes that are speaking related languages rather. They are relatives, but their languages are not the same. They are not the same. Okay? For example, here in Uganda here, the Baganda and the Basoga and the Banyankola from one ethnic group. But when they speak related. You find that the words are related. They understand each other much as they not speak the same language. However, we shall go into that in looking at tribes for each ethnic group. But we go ahead with examples of ethnic groups that we already know that in Uganda we have these people. We have the Bantu, we have the Nilotics, we have the Hamites, we have the Kushites, we have the Sudanic people in Uganda. These are the main ethnic groups we have in Uganda and in East Africa at large. Characteristics of ethnic groups. How can you tell that this is an ethnic group? I said earlier that an ethnic group should have an origin. An ethnic group should have its people speaking related languages because they came from one origin. They have related languages. They can understand one another. They have the same origin. They have similar cultural practices like introduction. You find the introduction of the Baganda is relatively similar to that of the Basoga. They do the same. The cultural practices like the kingdoms, the institutions they are similar. They have the kings, the chiefs, and they practice similar cultural practices and norms because they came from one origin. As I've always told you in P6 class, I don't want to spoon feed you always. You're going to add for me some other 3 characteristics on your own. This is for your own purpose. Do some research since you're just at home. Ask Dad to give you a form and you'll get these answers. By the time I give you my book next week, you should be able to give me these answers. Here we go. I want us to look at one by one of these ethnic groups, and I'm starting with the Bantu ethnic group. This is the largest ethnic group in East Africa and Africa at large. The Bantu people, the people who have the suffix when they speak, their last word end with Ntu, like Omuntu. That is Uganda, Echintu, and so on. You find that the suffix Ntu, when we are referring to things, the word Ntu comes several times. So these are the group of people we're talking about. These people came from the Cameroon Highlands in Cameroon. The Cameroon Highlands is where they originated from. They walked on foot, passing through the bushes, crossing rivers, climbing mountains to reach East Africa. And when they came to East Africa, they never entered East Africa at once. They first settled in DRC, which we call Democratic Republic of Congo today. That's where they first stayed, and they later entered Uganda through different routes that we have going to look at. There are majorly three. We have the Western Bantu, we have the Central Bantu, and we have the Southern Bantu. All those groups entered East Africa at different intervals, but we are going to look at their tribes slowly by slowly as we go ahead. So, my dear children, I think what I've written here, I've already explained it. They originated from the Cameroon Highlands, and they are known majorly for the suffix, that last word. When they are referring to things, they mention the word Ntu, Ntu, Ntu. So, that's this common language suffix that joins the Bantu groups everywhere in East Africa. So, the three groups that I've talked about that entered East Africa, the Central Bantu, the Southern Bantu, the Western Bantu, are in East Africa, and we are the people, Mitu and Bantu, in Uganda. But I'll first of all ask you to write for me, okay? Starting with Uganda. We know Bantu tribes in our P5, Bantu tribes that live in Uganda, that migrated into Uganda, starting with the Baganda and so on. Here we shall have the ones for Kenya. Here you can have the ones of Tanzania. Here we can have the ones of Rwanda, if they're there, I think they're there, they're just only two tribes under the Bantu in Rwanda, Burundi, and so on. First do this for me, then we come back into details of these things as we continue, for the reasons that's why they came. Or maybe, let me complete this. Why do you think these people came into East Africa? Today, I first of all just want you to listen, then you write the notes. Why did these people come into East Africa? Why did they live in the Cameroon Highlands? Do not forget that the Bantu people were farmers. So what were they looking for? They were looking for fertile soils to carry out crop growing. They were farmers. They were looking for areas that received reliable rainfall. That's why they settled in the areas of which we call the Interlacustrine region. The Interlacustrine region, these are the Great Lakes regions of East Africa. Areas in between the lakes of East Africa. That's why they settled. Because they were farmers, they were looking for areas with fertile soils, areas with reliable rainfall. Okay? There are areas where they were coming from. They were already facing famine, so they wanted to shift from that area to look for areas where they can survive well from. They wanted to leave areas because of the internal conflicts that they had with their relatives, with other tribes that are within the region where they originated from. So they wanted to shift, and that's why they came to East Africa. Are we together? I know time is against me, but I will continue to add on in the next lesson as I come back. Try this for me as I come back here. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.